So upscaling. So I know everything about upscaling. Okay, so like I have a whole theoretical research on Amazon Corporation about this. Okay, Amazon has like shit that they like import from China for nothing. And so upscaling works for them. But that at WeWork, you're not actually filling your company with shit. You gotta fill it with stuff to do upscaling. It's like the reality is that you're upscaling leases. And that while those are guaranteed, the resale aspect, see Amazon when they upscale, they can resale just for shipping it over, they can resale their stock. The shit that they have in their warehouses. That stuff's worth something more just for shipping it over to America. And so when you upscale, honestly, when you upscale, like the shit that they have in their warehouses, if they were to go bust or something, they'd be able to sell that for more than what they shipped it over for. So upscaling is based on that. So think about that. That's an important aspect to that. You want to do good biz. Good biz. See, the whole idea is that banks and stuff, they see real estate and that's like something that they're used to and stuff. And most of them are pedo bangers and they don't really comprehend anything about anything except for that they see real estate leases. The whole idea is that whatever your real estate leases are worth is essentially what your company's worth. So if you're not like, see, Amazon, they upscale because they ship over $2 stuff and then it's worth $20 in America. And so think about that. That's why they upscale. So you gotta restrain that a little bit. That is good business. See, your leases are leases in America, and that essentially what your lease is worth is what it's worth. See, you're not importing $2 items that are worth $20. And so think about that because that's why Amazon upscales. They wouldn't do that if they didn't get cheap Chinese goods that are worth way more in America. They wouldn't upscale in their massive way because of that. So think about that because that's an important aspect. So you got a phase one, which is to have a concept and to have a preliminary boilerplate. And then phase two is to expand without a boilerplate. You know, you have a concept. Essentially, all of your workspaces should be boilerplated off of the preliminary. That means there'll be basic aspects to a boilerplate that you'll be overseeing, but a fine-tuned engineering plan for a space that has variance for phase two. And then that would be like the engineering aspects to that stuff. So upscaling, probably should pull that back. That would be really like this. You want to hoard your money a little bit. You do. You want to hoard your Japanese investment. Okay, that's the key. That's a good way. See, the whole idea is that there'll be this hype tech club shit See, Amazon doesn't do that. They don't. They don't do hype tech club shit. They do a very. It's conservative in ways, but this upscaling stuff, that's because they get Chinese cheap goods for nothing. And then they just shove it in a warehouse and everybody buys it for cheap. So that gives them the ability of upscaling. But you should not do that unless you're like Amazon. You should, this idea you shouldn't do. It, honestly, it's like more than likely there'll be like an investment company that notices that your concept about the modern 21st century like tech workspace is a marketable business, and that they'll be trying to get you to do bad business. No, I know this. Yeah, oh yeah, the fuckhuckers, the pedo bangers, the people that are the Satanists and the pedo bangers. They'll be trying to get you to do like bad business. They'll be hyping you up. They'll be wanting you to do bad business, and then just to push you out. They will. That's what they do. They find somebody smart with a good idea, and then they get it. They get them to do it all dumb in a business way, and then they come in going, "We're responsible, and we've decided that your IPO needs to be governed by somebody else," and that's when they'll do good business ideas, and it'll make it basically. No, this is my analysis of WeWork. Yes, because it's a good idea. It is. It's a good idea that I see this TV show that everybody's like, because it's based on basically what they're doing. And I see a lot of errors, okay? A lot of errors. The whole idea is that there's a correct Jewish way to do what they're doing. And they're falling into what the fucking Satanists fucking fuckhuckers want, okay? They're like asshole people that hostily take over your company. That they're falling into their game plan for that type of shit when they find somebody that's smart and innovative. They won't ever like me because I'm smart and innovative, and then I know everything about fuckhucker fucking dumb good business, and I know all their methods and shit. So, you got a couple of phases. You found a decent business investor. Should probably stop this. Because that'll drain everything. And that when the people in your company say we're draining money, you should probably listen to those people. You probably just should. Man fucks witch. And man has a man penis. And man sometimes makes dumb mistakes. And just fuck your witch and fix those mistakes. These are the smart man ways to do things. You just fuck your witch like a fucking man. You just make her scream your fucking name. And then you just stop this stuff. You just stop. Stop the upscaling. Work on building the leasing contracts into something that makes it profitable at what you have right now. Stop buying more spaces. Stop doing construction. See, there's a phase 1 and a phase 2, and that at some point there's an equilibrium or whatever in an economics way, and You just fuck your witch through all the errors. You just fuck your witch all the time. That's how you fix it. You just fuck your witch. And you're like, no, I'm not going to buy that lease space. I'm just going to fuck my witch instead. That's a smart way to do things. It really is. That's how you do it. And then you take what you got and then you start to build innovation beyond the like tech company, like Facebook, the, the, the tech company Facebook, like office space. And that's where you attempt to build innovation in this box. Innovation means lots of side, like new, expensive leasing office spaces. And that's where you focus on art and religion and philosophy and sociology. And so what that means, essentially, there's a whole world of garage band garages for recording studios. See, those bring in big leasing spots. Because if you can get like Apple to help you do recording studio in small ways, that's where you can get extra like contracts from Apple who will want an advanced recording studio, AI development kind of stuff. And then that's the kind of shit that the Japanese dude will want. And since you have the right philosophy, Jew fucks witch. Jew fucks witch. Then there's like, that's artful. And then there's like philosophical, like potentials for like master students' workplaces for like more modern colleges and stuff, workspaces for colleges. This one will probably have less, but you might be able to make churches in an office space. That would be less, but potential is for that. And then sociology is like where, everybody has like wine clubs and meeting clubs and chess clubs and Mason clubs and Jewish chess clubs and shit like that. Those are all potentials for workspaces. But like all the artists, you know how they have like workspaces in like storage units, the rock stars and the artists. Those are workspaces. So that's where innovation comes in. And then you can fine tune the tech development kind of world, and then this would be like your modern small business kind of world, okay? So you fine tune this to be more small business to any broad-based business, small business that just needs an office. There's millions of small businesses that just need an office. So then that's where it's like you gotta make less party, maybe. Less party, more business spaces. And then essentially this could potentially become like, your WEWORK here, but you probably need to push back on the party business or on the party workspace, and that then you just need to make some more straightforward kind of business, small business places, and that there's a whole market for people that might want to be in similar small business realms to be innovating off of each other, like the concept, that are a little less party. And that with that, then expanding into other workspaces, which are basically like artists, basically. And then there's other ideas that might fit into that. And that then, since your market is about like making it to where you can just get an office space, a desk for your business, that's a smart thing because everybody else has to like rent like a $400 to $1,000 office just to have a desk in it. And that, think about that. That's what it'd be around here. Whatever, like the market and the price point is that essentially people need an office spot, and that the open design is nicer than the secluded one little room with an office that's secluded for your whole business. This is like figure out what that costs and then make a little desk at your WeWork lesser than that. Good biz. And then once you get massive demand of people applying for it and shit, then start to upscale. That's what you do. That's the approach to this whole company. And then figure out all these people that are pissed off at AWS development and see what kind of drunken, fucking stupid happiness they would have at being at a WeWork party drunk place. And then figure out all of the like contracts that would include like not suing the company for being a stupid fuck all drunk at your job. That. See, all those services, ideas, think about services like that. And just remember, you can expand up with these big companies because they essentially might be able to, instead of building a building, might be able to lease WeWork office space with the drunken stuff, as long as you have some extra contract stuff that says that they won't sue the company for being a drunken asshole at women and shit. Basically, for being a drunken asshole at women. Basically. So, there's a real potential because you know what? If you can offer WeWork space for less than what Amazon's buildings cost, or Apple, or Microsoft, or most companies, then that's a real demand. See, they have lots of workers that are millennials. They're all pissed off. They don't like working there. And that you create a place. It might be, you might need a downscale some of it. Like no alcohol, but kombuchas and, you know, games and pool and billiards and stuff like that. I mean, that stuff. And sushi and whatever's, weird lounge couches and open design and stuff, and that they would just probably not want everybody to be drunk, right? But coupons for the bar next door or something that's a real smart service. And so there is like something that does people. The bigger companies won't want anybody to be like drinking at work. That's it. See, you just delete that. And then you got a WeWork that gets leases from an Amazon corporation. Honestly,